What is going on, IF Warriors? It's your boy Edward V, and today we're going to talk about how to lose weight without counting calories. Stay tuned. So guys, I'm going to let you in on a little secret. I, Edward V, does not count calories. Now, does that mean that I don't give calories importance? Absolutely not. I do give the calories importance. However, I have trained myself to be able to eat without counting calories, and there's some specific things that you can do to actually set up that same scenario for yourself. Now, I understand the tediousness of having to count calories every time you eat when you're trying to lose weight. It seems like a lot of work, and it makes you feel like you cannot sustain that protocol for the rest of your life, which can be upsetting and discouraging. So when I put out videos of the meals that I'm eating, I'm showing you the calories, I'm counting them for you to be able to watch on your screen. The thing is, after a certain time, you can actually become very, very comfortable if you use these tips with not having to count the calories that you have on your plate. Now, understand that intermittent fasting makes this process much easier because you're condensing everything into a smaller time window. Now, how do you set up a system where you do not have to count calories? Well, here's the thing. You do have to count calories to start. What I used to do is I never used any app or anything like that. I never used MyFitnessPal, I never used anything like that. What I did use was Google. Google actually gives you, sometimes if you write in whatever item you're eating or you're about to eat, this is when I was first counting calories. Whatever item you're about to eat, you type it in on Google, and usually Google gives you a snapshot of the item. And if you want to get in more detail, you click in there. I forget what the website is, but it's usually that website within that little snapshot that Google gives you. And in that snapshot, you can tailor it to what you have. If you have like a burger with like tomatoes and lettuce and ketchup, and you can put the condiments in there and it'll tell you the exact calories. So I would do that, and I did that for about 6 months. Now, after doing it for 6 months, what ends up happening is you no longer have to use it again because your mind becomes trained to understand what calories are on your plate, or a rough estimate. And it isn't gonna destroy you if you're above by 20 calories or below by 20 calories or above by 50 calories or below 50 calories. But if you have a general idea of what's on your plate, it can definitely help you. Now, you want to do this with filling food. So my suggestion is, if you want to be very, very comfortable with this, then you also need to listen to how your body feels. When you do eat and count your calories and you feel satisfied, try to remember how much calories you were eating when you had that satisfied feeling. Your brain will start to create the visual understanding of what's on your plate and how many calories are actually on your plate. To be honest, I did it for 6 months, but you don't even have to do it for more than 2 months. 2 months in or 1 month in, depending on how quickly you can pick it up, you may be able to pick up how much is on your plate fairly quickly. Another trick that you can do is that feeling full or feeling satisfied is important sometimes for you to feel that you've consumed the adequate amount of calories. So I would suggest to up your protein, as protein makes you feel much more full than all the other macronutrients, yet with the same amount of calories. So for example, 600 calories of protein versus 600 calories of carbs will make you feel much more full. This may actually make you feel like you need to eat a little bit more. There are certain food groups that you'll notice are common rotators in what you eat on a daily basis. Stuff like chicken, beef, rice, bread, cheese, vegetables, salads. All those things rotate very commonly on your plate. Normally you might be eating a burger, or you might be eating fried chicken, or you might be eating rotisserie chicken. Because these things repeat themselves so much, there's only so many variations of foods that you can actually have on your plate. So it isn't that hard to kind of get the understanding of what's on your plate calorie-wise when you've eaten these foods and you've inputted the calorie counts before. So just take that information and go ahead and apply it to all the foods that you're gonna eat moving forward. So all you have to do is count in the beginning, get a good understanding and a good grip on what's on your plate when you're doing your calorie count, and then weighing off calorie counting and go on the rest of your life eyeballing your plate and understanding how much calories are in there. Chicken calories will always be the same. They won't evolve, they won't change. Same thing with beef, same thing with rice, same thing with every single food group ever. So once you kind of get it in the back of your mind, you'll be fine with eyeballing your plate. If you implement all these tricks that I just mentioned, you can actually go ahead and lose weight without having to count calories. But just a little caveat, you do have to count calories in the beginning just to get into that rhythm. Once you're in that rhythm and understand it, you can eyeball plates very easily. But please, no one misunderstand that what I'm saying does not mean that counting calories doesn't matter. You still need to be within a caloric deficit or be within a caloric surplus, depending on what your goal is. You want to gain weight, if you want to lose weight, or be at a maintenance. Now with these tips, however, you can be able to do it without having to constantly plug in those numbers on your cell phone. Hopefully this video has helped you guys. If you have any other questions to any other videos that I've had in the past, I have one here, my subscribe button here, my jump rope right here, and I'll see you guys on Wednesday. Peace out.